all my friends out in Storyland. How are you today? Oh, the sun is shining brightly today. It was a great day for everybody. Well, let's see who's out in Storyland. Magic wand, who do we see? Oh, there is Sam and Bill and Jack and Susie and Sarah. Oh, there's Brenda and Brandy and Brienne and Marlena. Oh, and Seth and Alex. Oh, I'm so glad to see all of you out there. Well, I hope you like my story today. There's a holiday coming up soon, and I don't know about you, but jelly beans, and they're pretty good on my list. Okay, let's see how many of you like jelly beans. Okay, raise your hand if you like black licorice jelly beans. Those are my favorite. Okay, 1, 2, 3, Maribel 4, Janelle 5, and Sophia 6 if you like that. What is your favorite flavor jelly bean if it's not black licorice? Oh, cherry, yeah. Somebody likes the cherry flavor one. Oh, you like the grape one? Oh, what do you like? Oh, you like the popcorn one. Very good. And what do you like? Oh, you like one that's root beer. Yeah, they make so many different types of jelly beans out there. It's amazing. Well, my favorite will probably always be black licorice. Okay, the title of the book is The Giant Jelly Bean Jar by Marcy Aboff, illustrated by Paige Billen Fry. Let's see what happens in here. Ben loved jelly beans. He loved going to JoJo's jelly bean shop. Every weekend JoJo had a contest. JoJo read a riddle and said, "Guess which jelly bean flavor is the answer to my riddle?" The person with the right answer won a jar full of jelly beans. This is JoJo's, his jelly bean shop. Every Saturday, Ben went to JoJo's shop with his sister, Jill. "Yum," said Ben. "Today I'm going to win that jar." "You say that every week," Jill said. "It was hard to win the prize. You had to say the answer in a loud voice. You had to say it in front of everyone in the store." Ben always knew the answers to JoJo's riddles, but he never won the jelly beans. And there they are. "You are too shy," Jill said every week. She told him to raise his hand high and to speak up. "Okay," said Ben quietly. Inside JoJo's shop, Ben and Jill passed jars and jars full of jelly beans. There were apple jelly beans, bubblegum jelly beans, and grape jam jelly beans. There were even popcorn jelly beans. JoJo stepped out from behind the counter. "Hello, my friends," he called out. The kids cheered. "Yay! Here is this week's jelly bean riddle," JoJo said. "I'm a long yellow fruit with skin you peel back. I'm tasty with breakfast, and I make a great snack." Anybody out there know it? Nobody, not yet. We'll see. Kids waved their hands high in the air. Ben saw Jill raise her hand. He raised his hand too. Oh, but he was very nervous. He saw bigger kids. He heard louder kids. Ben lowered his hand. JoJo looked at the children. He pointed to Jill. "Banana!" Jill cried. "You are right," JoJo said. "We have a jelly bean princess." Isn't that the coolest game? "Oh, nuts," Ben said to himself. "I knew the answer too." "Here, Ben," Jill said. She gave him some jelly beans. "I'll share my prize with you." Ben did not say anything. He wanted to answer the jelly bean riddle himself. Wasn't that so nice of his sister to share the jelly beans? That was wonderful. The next Saturday, Ben and Jill went back to JoJo's shop. Who is ready to be this week's winner? JoJo asked. Everyone cheered. Me, 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 me. Guess this jelly bean flavor, JoJo said. I am a big round pie with cheese and sauce too. A slice would be nice. How many for you? Did you say pizza? Jill whispered, go for it, Ben. Ben raised his hand this time. He did not lower it. But there was another boy whose hand was higher. JoJo pointed to that boy instead of Ben. Pizza! The boy shouted. Right, JoJo said. Here is a jelly bean jar for my new jelly bean prince. Oh, nuts, Ben said to himself. Nuts again. Ben and Jill walked home together. Don't worry, Ben, Jill said. Next time you'll win for sure. The next Saturday, Ben and Jill went to JoJo's shop again. But this week was different. It was special. JoJo's jelly bean shop had been open for 1 year. JoJo was having a big party, like a 1-year anniversary for his jelly bean shop. The store was more crowded than ever. JoJo stepped out from behind the counter. He raised a very, very big jar of jelly beans over his head. Everyone cheered. Yay! Who will be my grand prize winner today? He asked. Kids waved their hands high. Me, 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 they called out. And look, that's a really big jelly bean jar. Ben just looked at the jelly bean jar. It was the biggest jar he had ever seen. He listened carefully to JoJo's riddle. There's Ben with the jelly bean jar, looking at it. I'm yummy with jelly and can be spooned from a jar. Between slices of bread, I'm a true sandwich star. Is yummy with jelly. What do you think? Oh, I think you're right. We'll see. Ben knew the answer right away. This time he lifted his hand high. Then he looked at the jar again. He raised his hand a little higher. Then he raised it as high as he could, even stood on his tippy toes. JoJo looked at the big crowd. He pointed to Ben. Ben was so surprised he forgot the answer to the riddle. Look, he's like, oh, me, I forget. Everyone waited for Ben to speak, but he didn't say anything. Some people started to wave their hands again. Me, 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 they shouted. Ben still did not say anything. Jill looked at the crowd. Then she looked at Ben. She lifted up her foot. She stepped right on Ben's toes. Oh, nuts, Ben cried out. Nuts, Ben thought. Peanuts, he whispered. Then Ben remembered the answer to the riddle. In a big voice, he yelled, peanut butter! Yes, Jill shouted. Yes, JoJo cried. JoJo placed a sparkling crown on Ben's head. He handed Ben the great big jelly bean jar. How does it feel to be the grand prize jelly bean king? Jill asked Ben. Great, Ben said, loud and clear. He did not feel one bit nervous. On the way home, Jill patted Ben on the back. You did it, she said. Ben grinned. Thank you for stepping on my toes, he said. Jill grinned back. That's what sisters are for. So, did you remember that peanut butter is made from nuts? So that's when Jill stepped on him, he said nuts, and he thought, oh, The answer to the riddle, something that goes with jelly, would be peanut butter. See if sometime through the day or through the week you can think of a riddle. And maybe you can tell someone, your brother or sister or your cat or your dog or somebody in the household that the riddle that you have, and see if they can guess the answer. This was one of my favorite books, and I just really like it because it has a lot of clues in it. So the next time you see somebody, see if you can think of a riddle and ask them the riddle and see if they can get it without you stepping on their toes. Bye. Have a great day.